So with the Amazing Digital Circus coming to its conclusion, I've been meaning to talk about the series at some point. So I had this brilliant idea to write my thoughts on each episode as they came out, piece them together, compiling all my thoughts on each episode as I watched them. From the characters, to maybe some theories, and to various other thoughts I had going through the series. Oh, that was fun. Taking what I wrote in my notes and build them up to this concept. I wrote this script after the second or third episode released, so there will be a lot of questions asked. Some may be answered or may not be answered. It'll be a fun ride either way. So if you want, put this video in the background as you're gaming, or take a break per episode, or do whatever you want and enjoy as I enter the world of the Amazing Digital Circus. So the gang's all just chilling and vibing out with each other in the circus. Okay, nice surprise.
Hey, there's something new.
Okay, we're getting red,
Oh, orange.
yellow.
Green.
Whoa, look! Now she's turning blue!
She was already blue.
Why am I the one doing this? Why not one of you guys?
Because something different happens with each person. Kinger starts glowing, Ragatha's hair noodles stick up, Gangle's mask starts spinning, and Zooble turns straight.
My limbs straighten up and f*** off.
Huh, that's interesting. Kind of funny design quirk.
What about you?
He refuses to show us because he's a coward.
I want to keep the mystery alive. What do you, the viewers, think it is?
Why is everybody just standing around when there's adventure to be had? Today's adventure is the mystery of Mildenhall Manor! That's right, this big spooky mansion has been rumored to be filled to the brim with paranormal activity! And capture all the ghoulish ghost activity you can! And for the first time ever, you can! Where's Zooble? I made this adventure really cool and mature, just for them!
Yeah, what?
Oh, this place is spooky.
I hope this adventure doesn't end up being another horrible nightmare. I'm not really a fan of horror, and I don't really handle jump scares that well.
Ah, come on, that wasn't even scary. What, you scared of the vacuum cleaner too?
Hey, be nice to her. She's had a rough couple of days.
But they hear something spooky coming this way.
Hi, I'm Ghostly, and I'll be your guide today.
Why won't they go back in?
Before you continue on your adventure, you have to choose which door you're gonna go through. The door on the left is the normal door.
Rated WOW for all ages!
The door on the right is the really scary door.
Rated HOT for mature Zoobles only!
It's up to you to decide.
Why, the Jax!
What? I thought we were supposed to capture all the ghosts.
Now, to be fair, if I wound up in a haunted mansion and you gave me a vacuum, I would have done the same thing, so for once I agree with Jax.
Which door should we choose?
Not sure. Let's try this out.
And like that, I'm back to hating him. Can Gangle catch a break, please?
Don't worry, Gangle, I'll get it for you!
See, this is why I like Kinger. He may be a bit off, but he means well. He does try to help people. While the gang continues their haunting adventure, back to the circus, Caine looks for Zooble. As earlier in the episode, Caine was hoping for Zooble to join in this particular adventure.
I just want to talk to you! Oh, I know!
What could you have done that the whole time?
Wait, he can just do that. Alright, make sure to stay on his good side. Oh boy.
I just want to get to the bottom of why you keep skipping all my amazing adventures. You could end up really hurting Bubbles' feelings.
Bubbles' feelings?
Enough about Bubbles' feelings. How about your feelings? So, what's on your mind?
Oh, you know, our place in the grand scheme of things, how no matter what we achieve or do in our lives, it means absolutely nothing. The world goes on without you, and in time, you'll be forgotten. Stuck in the same void before you were born when you die. Nothing.
Zooble?
Oh, this is Zooble's session. Sorry.
I've already told you what my problem is. You just never remember because...
My mind is a beeswax polished coconut. Nothing ever escapes these cakes. So what can I do to make my adventures more appealing to you?
See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. All you're thinking about is your adventures. It has nothing to do with the adventures. It's more... forget it. You're probably not even listening.
Zubul, look at this cool bee I drew.
We're back to Pomni and Kinger, who went through the scary door and find...
Oh, that's... no...
Well, I know who's next in the therapy session. As they look around, they find an audio log.
I wonder what this thing is.
My name is Baron Theodore Mildenhall. Hunting has been a hobby of mine for as long as I can remember. The creature you see before you is one I've been pursuing for years. Something unholy, something evil. I took it upon myself to spend every waking moment doing all I could to protect my family from the creature, hoping that when I'd eventually killed it, I would be freed from this awful feeling, this inescapable dread. I was wrong.
Okay, so it's your typical horror game trope of someone who discovered something horrific is leaving audio logs or codexes, and the players, Pomni and Kinger, just have to discover them.
You know, I'm starting to think...
Yeah? Good on you, buddy. Keep on thinking. I do it sometimes too. The two try to find a way to catch up to the others by any means, and they...
Tuesday, December 4th. Although I had shot the creature multiple times,
Look, Pomni, he's clearly trying to get the audio log achievement, okay? Man's got his priorities.
my troubles were just beginning. I took my eyes off the body for what felt like only a minute. It was gone. The creature was not dead. If anyone is listening to this, all I ask of you is one thing. Do not let the head out of your sight. You have been warned.
Well, that's not good. As they make their way through the dark, Kinger swats a fly, and then he... Oh, lovely! Meanwhile, Caine and Zubul continue with their therapy session, with them saying they don't care about their adventures.
I really couldn't give less of a crap about the adventures.
Then what is your problem, Zubul? I'm trying my best to remember, but both you and my brain won't tell me.
It's me, remember? I don't like myself. I hate this body. I hate all these stupid removable pieces. I just want to find something that feels good.
Oh, yeah, now I remember why I couldn't remember. It's because that problem is already solved. Simply swap out your undesirable Zubul parts for better ones.
Okay, so Zubul is going through some body dysmorphia, given how they were given such random assortment of pieces, like a rejected Mr. Potato Head, wanting to make their body feel more like who they are. Wanting to feel, if not complete, then at least whole to how they feel in the inside. But Caine only sees the technical point and not the human point of Zubul's issues, by bringing up their assortment chest of limbs. Like, he gets the physical problem with Zubul's limbs, but not seem to understand emotionally what Zubul is feeling.
Just forget it.
Forget what?
Caine, nobody likes your stupid adventures.
Ha ha! Good one, Zubul.
Ragatha's just too nice to say anything. Jax just likes to fuck with everybody. Gangle's too shy to speak up. Kinger's insane. And Pomni, she looks traumatized every time she comes back from one.
Zubul, Zubul, Zubul. Making adventures is my art. It's all I exist to do, all I'm good at. And, what you're saying could imply that I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at, and that... that'd be...
Whose therapy session is this again?
Oh yeah! We need to get to the bottom of your behavioral issues!
No, we are not skipping past that. What the hell was going on here? Caine literally almost crashed out from the thought of being bad at his only purpose, creating new adventures and bringing entertainment to all. If he can't do that, then what would happen to Caine? Would he abstract? Would he shut down? Trapping the rest of the gang forever in the digital void? Would he just resort to bringing them misery for not enjoying his adventures? Or maybe that's the key to get out, through Caine. Once he's removed, the circus is closed, if you will, the software shuts down, and the gang can escape their digital home. Maybe, again, I'm just throwing things at the wall here and see if they stick. Because early on, he was very keen for Zubul to join in this particular adventure, like I said.
Where's Zubul? I made this adventure really cool and mature, just for them.
It's the normal door.
Rated WOW for all ages.
The door on the right is the really scary door.
Rated HOT for mature Zubuls only.
He even goes far as to wanting to ask them, why don't you partake in the adventures? Which says something about Caine, because if he really wanted to, he could just flung them all in the adventure and not care what they feel. I mean, we see Caine literally pull Zubul out, so there's more to it. He wants everyone to partake in his adventures and have fun with them, as that's his purpose, but he can't process the problems with them. Like, literally. Anyway, how's Pomni and Kinger doing?
I ended up shooting the love of my life,
Oh, lovely! If it's not therapy, it's someone's confession to murder!
mistaking her for the creature. It's ironic, isn't it? In my attempts to protect her, I ended up becoming the monster myself. Now I wait down in my cellar, no longer having anything to protect but my own soul. If nothing else, I will slay the beast that took everything from me.
How's about we take his gun?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Please don't come alive.
Okay, I won't.
Looks like we've got 2 shots. Let's make them count.
Oh, Kinger, damn! Channeling your inner Ash here. But then they're ambushed by the monster's body, then its head, and...
Well, that wasn't so bad.
Damn, Kinger, you're MVP! Groovy.
Which is what I would be saying if I didn't know that the creature was actually one of God's angels.
What?
And anyone who brings harm to it will be dragged down into the cold, spiraling pits of hell where my soul resides.
The two get dragged down into hell and...
Good tea. Sorry again about your husband killing you and everything.
Oh, you know how men are. Always having the silliest priorities.
Don't I know it?
Oh, well, I'm glad they're having a sweet time. No, really. I mean, they can all relax as Jax is tied up, not causing trouble. Good for them. But unfortunately, they need to wait for Pomni and Kinger to finish their route.
Not really typical of what you'd think hell would be.
We are literally in hell right now. Hell! Of course I'd be in hell. How could I not be in literal hell right now?
Just try to stay calm. I'm sure Caine included a way to escape.
There it is again! Much like he was with Ragatha in the last episode. Maybe it's just me, but it's just a subtle tone shift in his voice from how he usually is, especially a few times this episode.
We should hold on to each other and slowly make our way back into the trophy room.
Sounds fine to me.
How's about we take his gun?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
But I need a living host in order to escape the Hall of the Damned, and your bodies will be my only means of doing so.
Now wait. How did he record this if he was in hell?
Like Pomni said, he's kinda hit or miss. The two see a path, but Kinger wants to try something.
Let me try something. Hey, there's actually a staircase down there. Though I'm worried about what that tape said earlier.
I'm just gonna try going fast.
Wait, Pomni! Pomni! Hey! You get out of her, you damn evil souls!
How's your wife, Kinger?
I'm sorry, what?
Every day I spend here is one nightmare after the next. I knew it would end up like this. He just wants me to suffer. I really am in hell.
How about we just relax for a bit while nothing's chasing us? It was my fault we went down this path, wasn't it? I'm really sorry for that.
Why have you been acting so different lately?
Wait a minute. We're actually acknowledging the shift in Kinger's behavior? What? Hello?
I'm normally not too good with memories. But being surrounded by darkness always brings me back to a certain time, right after my wife had abstracted. I don't recall the exact string of events, but we both ended up in the fort together. And it was dark. The darkness seemed to calm her down a bit. The harsh, jagged edges smoothed out, and she didn't seem aggravated anymore. She wasn't the same as before, but she was calm enough to touch one last time before she got sent to the cellar. I'm always taken back to that moment when engulfed in darkness.
Wait a minute, so darkness seems to be a calming factor here. For Kinger, he seems more like himself before the circus, coherent, wise in protecting. He said he took 7 years in computer science, and... Hold on! Is it just a coincidence that the one person with 7 years in computer science just so happens to wound up being reduced as the crazy one in the digital circus? The one guy who would know about computers, information, and such just so happens to go insane. Now you could argue he's been in the circus for that long, he's wound up that way. Whether he was alone before driven to madness is a question, before the rest showed up, because we've not been given an exact time frame of who got sent with who and what time exactly. So just like him and Caine. But I don't know, cause it's just a little funny how the one computer guy who could be a great help to the gang just so happens to have these memory issues. Come to think of it, the circus itself is the perfect place to keep him in his state. The bright and saturated colors keep him completely loopy. Plus, with Kinger building his pillow fort, if was given enough time in the dark, he could think of a legitimate way out? Like a failsafe, or even something in the circus to look for? Speaking of the pillow fort, Kinger's wife was abstracted, but didn't aggro. She seemed calm. True, not the same, but was still somewhat conscious briefly. Come to think of it, Kaufman was just chilling in his room before the gang showed up in the pilot, right? No noise, no thumps, roars, but as soon as they opened the door, he went aggro. So bright light seems to trigger this, along with Kinger's memories, or lack of. Wait a minute. When Kaufman got abstracted, there was paintings on the wall, remember? With Caine involved. Did Caine have something to do with Kinger's wife too? Or was this a separate thing altogether? Cause if he did, then...
How's your wife, Kinger?
Caine, what the fuck? Now, one could argue it's just part of the adventure to immerse the team's experience with something personal, especially in the horror genre, which would be the perfect field to twist the knife in the wound, as it were. Toy with the emotions. Gotta get back to that.
I know how it can feel in this circus. Sometimes it all just feels pointless, but it's not. Not if you have people who care about you. Good memories can do a lot. Hold on to them. And cherish the people around you.
But then Kinger remembers the tape mentioning something about your last breath. So he thinks crossing through without breathing will prevent them from being possessed.
Maybe we can get through if we don't breathe.
I'm not very good at holding my breath.
How about we try not thinking about it?
If we leave and we go back to the circus, you're just gonna go back to being crazy. You're not gonna remember any of this, are you?
As long as you remember it, things will be okay. You're very strong, Pomni. And I know you'll be able to get through this. Just hold on to me. We'll get through it together. You ready?
And so the two make their way through and catch up with the others safe and sound.
Oh, Pomni, Kinger, are you guys okay? Was it scary?
I'm fine, actually. What happened up here?
Don't worry about that.
Pomni was very brave. At least I think she was. Were you?
Something like that. Ragatha.
Yeah?
I just want to say thanks for always being concerned about me. I feel like through everything, I haven't really been appreciative enough about that.
Thank you, Pomni. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. You know, we care about you.
Did you remember to get my comedy mask?
Oh yeah, the whole point was to get Gangle's comedy mask. Oh shit, the poor thing. Oh, well, turn around guys. We're not leaving till we get that mask back. I want her happy, goddammit.
And now I'm just starting to wonder if the Wild West was even a real direction at all. Whoopsie daisy, looks like everybody completed the adventure and they're coming home. Quick, pretend we weren't having a therapy session.
Okay, I would have loved to have seen the other side of this episode. We get to hear what Caine's talking about in the therapy session. Even if it's a short episode, like, I don't know, call it 3.5 or something. I would have loved to have seen that.
So what was it like being stuck with the nutcase?
It wasn't that bad, actually.
Well, that was an interesting episode. We got to see a lot more to Kinger as he was just the crazy one before, while also learning about more from his past. Learning about his memory issue and his overall function, as we got to see what he'd be more like if his memories returned. Him guiding Pomni, looking out for her, even almost acting like a father figure to the group. Looking out for her as she struggles with the whole crazy things happening. As for the whole reason for his memories, my only theories are, he was the creator and the first and only one there, and when Kinger got there with his memories, Caine didn't want someone with power over his domain and resorting in Kinger being the way he is. Caine knew who he was and didn't want someone to interfere with his art. So he took some creative liberties with Caine's mind. But again, Caine said he couldn't alter their minds, so that might not actually work actually.
One of the few things I don't have control over are your minds.
Or even when Kinger was sent there, the system malfunctioned for the first testing, and it was so bad that it resulted in Kinger's brain to be kinda iffy. You know, some files were transferred over, or his memories were transferred, some of them, but not all of them. It's kinda uncertain. I can't really confirm that, but it was just an idea to throw out there. I mean, it's not entirely impossible. Meanwhile, Pomni is going through the worst time ever before. Not just because of the whole horror aspect, but enduring more form of torture from Caine's adventures. Gotta point out, Lizzie's performance in this episode, obviously everyone was great, but I just want to highlight some folk here. For Pomni's little shrieks and her slowly losing it as she gets dragged into hell, she really was a highlight in this one.
Okay, cool, that's great. I love these adventures. It's locked. It's locked, of course. It's locked. I love that it's locked.
This is some rather inconvenient lore placement.
I got it. Please don't come alive.
Okay, I won't.
We got to see more characters have their own moments, like obviously Kinger, but also Zubul and Caine, especially Caine, like how he was so fixated on Zubul not partaking in the adventures, giving us an idea what goes on in his head, or in this case his mouth of his. Well, if he thinks too existentially, the very digital world starts glitching out, and that does not look great. Let's not do that. While Zubul tells him that his adventures only seem like creative world torture and nobody likes them. As he said, creating adventures is his art. The only thing he's good at to him. It's his whole purpose, or primary function. So if nobody likes his adventures, or wants to partake, what's left for Caine to do? I mean, the fact that he's even asking Zubul shows he clearly is trying to appeal to them, entertain them, he's not trying to torture them. I don't think Caine tries being malicious with his powers or adventures. Well, as far as I can say, but with the whole cough mole speculation and...
How's your wife, Kinger?
That. I think he just doesn't understand humans in terms of emotions and psychologically. With Pomni, with, well, everyone's emotions throughout the entire circus, how Zubul was going through their own issues, Pomni breaks down early on, nothing. No emotional support, just going through the show, making sure they're getting involved or completing the adventures, and that's all that matters. If he gets a reaction, that means it's working to Caine. But just keep the criticisms to a minimum about Caine.
It's all I exist to do, all I'm good at. And, what you're saying could imply that I'm bad at the only thing I'm good at, and that... that'd be...
With Zubul, as I mentioned earlier, they're going through their own issues with themselves and how their body is a random assortment of pieces, which ties into their issues very nicely. I like the metaphor. Ashley's portrayal of Zubul opening up with their own issues was great, along with them telling Caine how everyone feels. Even though it fails on Death Dentures. Alex as well, when Caine starts breaking down from the thought of failing his only purpose. I can see the improvements in the animation and even some of the lighting throughout the episode's improvements. The monsters look really neat. I like the whole 2D eye animation when they get dark. So it's neat we're getting these varied style looks for the adventures. Overall, this was a huge step up from the last one, especially with some info and character moments we got here. I'm hoping we get maybe some more insight about other characters, maybe we get a flashback to one character before they join the circus, and then afterwards we focus on that relevant character. Maybe like Ragatha, because we haven't heard much from her. Since we know about Pomni in the pilot, we learned about Kinger here, it's only fair that the others get their own time to shine. So let's get ahead to episode 4.